Hello, everybody. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 30th, the last day of the month of April. And I am excited to be live with you today. I'm making sure that the video is on Facebook. Yay. Let's see. Okay. So I wanted to share all the Stampin' Up! News with you and my classes and all that info. And then we're going to make some really pretty cards with cake celebrations. It's been a minute since I've used this set, but it's an online exclusive, so you can find it online. It's not in the catalog. But I wanted to let y'all know about the Stampin' Up! News that's happening. So this catalog will be going away. Bye-bye. On May 5th is the last day to shop out of this catalog and out of the mini catalog. May 5th is the last day to shop out of those. Some of the items are already on the last chance list. Some of them have already sold out, so check them out when you can. Also, I'm having a special sale. It ends today at 1 p.m. Central Time. This is my oodles of pages of boxes of goodies that I have in my garage. My beautiful stamp sets that are well loved, and ink pads and dies and embossing folders, all kinds of goodies, markers. Yeah, so the buy one get one free sale is whatever you buy out of the online store, the same amount you get out of my BOGO for free. So you can go to stampwithcarrie.blogspot.com and click on the tab that says Online Retired Store, and it has the list of all of my items. And you'll need to check with me. Send me an email or a text. My email is carrie0823@yahoo.com, or you can message me on here. Thank you for sharing, Cindy. Good morning. So you can shop here, and it is just the buy one get one free this time, not the half off at this point. But for the last day of the month, I thought I'd offer a BOGO. So whatever you spend, anyway, you go on my online retired store and pick out what you want there, and then go online to the new stuff and pick out what you want there, the same price. And you can either give me cash, check, Venmo, Zelle, Cash App from me, or if you need me to mail it to you, you only pay shipping on the retired stuff. So that is going on now. It ends at 1 p.m. today. So if you want to get some free stuff, lots of goodies, there's some great stuff in here, y'all. Really, really awesome stuff that I can't show anymore, so I have to let it go. Anyway, it's hard to let go. It's hard to say goodbye because some of these are really my friends. Anyway, I thought I'd let you know about that, and also about my classes coming up for May. I'm having a card class on May 16th at 10 a.m. at my house in Waxahachie. 4 cards for $17, and the RSVP is May 8th. You can also get these classes to go. I will be emailing these out tomorrow about these classes coming up. My Stamp-A-Stack is 20 cards for $38, or it's only $18 with a minimum order, 4 each of 5 each of 4 different designs. I'm sorry, I'm really having a hard time this morning. And then my evening card class is on Thursday evening at 6 p.m. May 22nd, my house in Waxahachie. That will also be offered to go. I have a YouTube channel. You can shop here. Watch here. Sorry. Paper Pumpkin this month is May is Mountain Majesties. It's for Father's Day, 9 Father's Day cards. The new catalog starts May 6th. If you're local, you want to pick one up, let me know and I can get one to you. And then also there is a sale starting this Friday and Saturday, 2 days. It is for scrapbooking. Let me tell y'all all the info. It is National Scrapbooking Day on Saturday. And so Stampin' Up! Is having a special sale, so you get 2 times the reward. So instead of 10%, you'll get 20%. And it's not just on the scrapbooking items. It's on anything except Paper Pumpkin subscriptions and non-commissionable items. So yeah, that is in 2 days. So you can either shop my BOGO now and get great deals, or you can shop the 2-time rewards, and I will let you know what my online ordering special is when I email that out tomorrow. Get notified when products are back in stock. That will be happening in the next week or so. You'll be able to do that. If a product is currently unavailable, a box will appear above the product detail where you can request an email notification. If the product returns, this feature will be available to anybody, demonstrators or customers. You'll just need to enter your email address into there, and it'll let you know when it's back in stock, which I think is a wonderful, very much needed button. So that's awesome. There is also going to be a starter kit special. I don't have a flyer on this, but May 6th through 31st, anyone who signs up to be a demonstrator gets $165 for whatever they want for only $99. Free shipping, you only pay tax on that. Free business supplies, free pass Paper Pumpkin. It's a great deal. So if you know somebody that's considering signing up, this is a great time to do it. And you can go here, carrieritchie.stampinup.net, to shop with me and to also sign up to get the starter kit. And that starts May 6th through the 31st. And Cloud Cover ink. They have not been able to get, so there's been a chemical reaction with the classic Stampin' Pad and the classic ink refill. Yes. There's a chemical reaction between the ink formula and the chemical makeup of the firm foam pad used in our classic Stampin' Pads. So they're not going to be selling that. It's only available to demonstrators as is. If you want to get that, it would be available, I think, on March 6th. I'm not positive about that, but I think it is. Also, so if you want to use the cloud cover, then you can get an ink spot and the ink refill and make your ink that way. There will still be all the other in color items like ribbon and markers and blends and that kind of stuff. Go ahead and get on to the next thing. The annual catalog goes live May 6th, so get one while you can. And I wanted to share a pretty card, a sweet sympathy card from my sweet friend Oma. So she took and embossed it with a subtle embossing folder that's retired, but it's so pretty. So thank you for the pretty card, Oma. And then also, these were the cards that we made last week with the country birdhouses that are retiring. We made these 3 cards, and everyone that comments gets to enter a chance to win these 3 cards. And if you share the video, you get 2 chances. And so I drew the names, and Miss Cindy Jones, congratulations, you are the winner of these cards. So get those to you soon. Also, this is the set that we're using today, Cake Celebrations. It is a photopolymer stamp set. It's got great words: celebrate, birthday, anniversary, wedding, day, happy, all kinds of cake layers and splotches, cake stands, some candles and the little flames, some little sparkles for your candles, and some flowers. And then the dies that cut out those shapes, plus some other shapes, which this one is a cool one. I used this on my For the Books to make a shelf, so you can kind of think outside the box and use these for other things too. Here are some cards that I've made with this set in the past. And of course, I added some Wink of Stella on this one. And this is with that Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper. And this one I cased the website. They have a card similar to this, and I just kind of copied it. This one's real similar to this, just slightly different. And this one's kind of similar to this, but just slightly different. So let's go ahead and get started with the cards for today. We are using a piece of basic white. Let's get all of my goodies out here. I pre-did as much as possible ahead of time. So here is a piece of basic white. It is cut 5.5 by 8.5. And we will just fold it. And I noticed it got a little ink smudge on here, but we're covering that up, so it doesn't really matter. So this is the paper that is full of life. And if you need directions on how to make these 6x6 holders, let me know and I can get, actually it's on my blog. If you want to go to my blog, you can look for it there under organizing, I think, or craft room. It's got beautiful papers in it that are just full of life. They're just colorful and bright and cheerful. So I love this paper. So we're using this piece for this, and I've cut this 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. We'll just adhere this so it's just got barely a little bit of a border around it with the white. And then I've cut a piece of white, and this is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So we're gonna layer all our pieces here. So I've die cut this out of more of the full of life paper. So we're gonna adhere, put adhesive on all our pieces here. And let's stamp it first. So we've got Blueberry Bushel, which is, I think, this color. Look at all the pretty colors in that paper. It's so fun. So we've got Blueberry Bushel, and we're going to use the word celebrate. And we'll just stamp it at the bottom here. It's a pretty blue. And then we have got our cake stand that I've cut out of the Designer Series paper. Actually, you know what? Let's start at the top and go down. Make sure we have plenty of room. So I've cut this little banner. We're going to put this at the top. And then we're going to layer our, whoops, lots of pieces sticking here. So we've got the top layer of our cake. We'll put that right there. And here's some of the frosting that's, well, we'll wait on that. We'll go ahead and do this piece. Oops. I got adhesive on there. I should have stayed on my silicone mat, huh? Okay, so we're just gonna lay this layer on top of that. And then our cake stand. And so these are it's our frosting layer. These are cut from the Designer Series paper. These dies are really cool because cut out so much. So you've got these cut out this layer, these cut out this layer, and then all the leaves and flowers, the different cake layers, and some extra frosting, and the cake stand. Okay, so I'll put some Stamp and Seal on here. And then I've got a piece, and this is cut 3 by 4 1/2, and this is shaded spruce, which is that color. And we're going to put it on here just a little bit crooked. And then we'll put this layer on here. Got little fuzzies. And then these are retired, but I still had some left, and I thought look like the same color of green. So these are Tinsel Gems 4-pack. So we've got our little jewels we'll just put on here. And it looks like shaded spruce. The color that's listed says Pretty Peacock, but I think it looks like shaded spruce. Who knows? Okay, so that is just a real quick and easy card to make for anyone's birthday. This can be guy or girl. It's not feminine. It's just a birthday cake. Bright colors, cheerful, sure to brighten someone's day. And the next one is a wedding card. But it's not your typical white wedding card. Let's just go ahead and fold this first. So we're gonna start with a piece of Melon Mambo. It's my favorite pink of all time. I like Pretty in Pink, but Melon Mambo is just amazing. So then we've got all these pieces here. So we've got a piece of the Fabulous Designer Series paper. It is called Botanical something. Textures. Botanical Textures. It's all black and white. You can color it in or you can just leave it black and white. There's Fabulous paper there. And then I used the gold foil to die cut our cake stand. And then the actual cake, I used this paper. It is the Marbled Excellence that's got pink, the Melon Mambo, and Real Red in it. So let's go ahead and adhere this to our card base. Cake layers too in it, black and white cake. Hey Ware, thanks for joining. I appreciate y'all commenting. And I've pre-done this. I used my embossing buddy and wiped that and then stamped Happy Wedding Day. It's 3 separate words and Versamark, and then embossed it with our Wow Gold embossing powder. So we're gonna have room for our cake on here, but let's go ahead and this is the side that I messed up. So nobody knows, shh, don't tell on me. So the black is cut 3 by 4 1/4, and then the Melon Mambo is cut 3 1/8 by 4 3/8. So just a smidge of a little border around this. And then we'll put our cake together on it. So we'll adhere all of this. The gold fancy cake stand. And this is the paper I've die cut out of the Marbled Excellence. And we're just going to layer that right there. And our other layer. And then these are iridescent foil gems. They've got gold sparklies in there. So we'll just add some of these to our card to bling it up a little bit. And we'll attach that to the card base. So we're supposed to get more weather today. How about y'all? It seems like we've had lots of storms this spring. Okay. So for a second, I thought about taking my Melon Mambo blends and coloring the flowers, but I kind of like that they're black and white, the leaves. So happy wedding day. And lastly, we're going to use another piece of the Full of Life Designer Series paper. with, isn't that pretty? Look at all those colors in there. It's just so pretty. I love this paper. And a piece of Pretty in Pink cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5. And we're just gonna adhere this to our card base. Hey Carol, thanks for joining. Aw, how are y'all? Okay, this card's gonna go this way. It's gonna go portrait, so we'll just put this on. This is cut 4 by 5 1/4. So our card front. Then we'll do our stamping. So how about our words first? And we're gonna stamp happy birthday. So I actually put, there's 2 separate stamps, the happy and the birthday. I just lined them up together. And this is a die cut piece that I had from Unbounded Love. It's that die cut piece right there, Unbounded Love. And I gotta turn it just a little bit sideways so it'll all fit on here. But this is Berry Burst. So we'll set that aside and then we'll stamp our cake stand in Berry Burst. This is a white, basic white die cut circle from Stylish Shapes. I use the circles. I use all of the Stylish Shapes dies a lot. Wow, I got ink on me. These are all falling over. Okay, not done with this, but I'm gonna set it there. And then we're gonna do our layers. And I figure we need a chocolate cake, right? So we've got crumb cake that we will stamp a layer of crumb cake. Am I off? No, you can see. And then we'll stamp another layer. And then we've got the more chocolate that goes on this. So we'll stamp that. And then we'll do our candles in Pretty in Pink to kind of tie in the card base. So got our candles here. And then we've got the little flames, our lit candles. Just ink this up and just stamp that right above our little candles there. And then lastly, let's add some flowers. So we've got these little flowers. And we'll just stamp those in Berry Burst. And then I think Wink Costello would be fun, so sorry, I wouldn't close. Okay. So our little flames here. Some Wink Costello and then our flowers. So now we're going to pop all this up. Thank you for sharing, Shirley. I appreciate it. Shirley and Omen, I had fun on Friday. We went on the Bluebonnet Trail in Ennis. Saw some gorgeous flowers, not just bluebonnets. There were all kinds of other flowers. But the bluebonnets were beautiful. So we're just gonna put our happy birthday right there and that, and we need some bling. So these are on sale, the In Color Shimmer Gems for $7.65. So we're just gonna pick up some of the pink ones. And we'll add to our cake stand. And I think I'll put some here on our little label too. So thanks for including me in our fun day in Ennis, Shirley, and Oma. That was fun. So yeah, here's our 3 cards with our cake celebrations. It's a great set, and you can do, it's so versatile. You can do so much with it. If you want a chance to win these cards, please comment and share. And again, if you want to shop my BOGO sale full of, look at how much. I have so much, y'all. Help me out. Help me out. You need some of these. You need some of these fun dies and stamp sets and bundles, right? Anyway, that's until 1 p.m. So you have an hour and a half to go shop and email me or text me your order. Okay. Thank you. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Bye-bye.